Hi, thanks for talking to us today. So,
Hi.
how familiar were you with the original series when you agreed to do it, and have you since watched them?
I was very familiar with the original series. In fact, I was addicted to the original series, and that's why I wanted to do this one. My wife and I just ended up watching it, like, I think it was like in 2019, we discovered it, maybe 2018, 20, and I found it on BritBox, and I just started watching it. And, they got 14 seasons of the British one. So there was just a lot of material there. And so we would just watch it at night as a way to just decompress from, it was during the Trump administration, so there was a lot to decompress from, and then we had a kid and there's a pandemic, so we just used this as a way to just kind of like just chill and laugh. And then in 2019, I had brought it as just in a conversation with Robert King, who I was working with on Evil, and I just said, "There's this amazing show," and I watch it, and it's like it's a way for us to manage our stress and anxiety about the world. And I was like, "You should watch it." And so he did. And then he came back to me next time I saw him and said, "I love that show. I'm addicted to it. I watch it all the time. Why are we not doing an American one?" And I was like, "Why not?" And literally that's where it started. And then we just decided, like, wouldn't it be great to make an American version of it? And and I'm amazed that we did, because most of the time when those conversations happen, it never happens. So the fact that it actually happened is kind of remarkable, but I'm so glad it did.
I have to ask though, Lee Mack or David Mitchell?
Oh, I can't choose.
Can't you?
I can't choose. Yeah,
All right, fair enough. Okay,
I mean,
thank
as
you.
the host of the American one, I have to go with Bride, because he's my counterpart.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, thank you very much. So we get to hear one of your stories, which I don't think they did on the original, at least not from what I could remember. I'm assuming, regardless of whether it was true or not, you had to kind of come up with some real stories. Is it hard coming up with real stories, even not just the lies, but kind of this, crazy stuff that happened to you? Because I don't know if I could think of any.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's one of the challenges, because it's actually easier to come up with lies, because you can just come up with that, but to find stuff that's true that could be a lie, but we have great writers on the show and researchers and people who, and so unlike the British show, although in the very beginning of the British show, I think the host did have a story sometime, but not more recently. So we decided that we were going to do this round where it was the last round was either one of the stories of the host of the team captains or the host. And so we kind of flip it around. Sometimes it's Sabrina, sometimes Matt, sometimes me. But it is like I had to sit down and do those interviews where they talk to me about childhood and school and being a dad and whatever, and just kind of delve into your personal life and try to find a great story. And then sometimes when you're in that mode, I would think of things and I just call up with this our researcher Aasif Mandvi, who was amazing. I would just call him and just be like, "Oh, I got this great story, so if you ever want to use it or whatever." So then you start once you open up that part of your brain, you start to find, you wake up in the middle of the night with a story that you want to use on the show.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much.